monster decision time. So we're going over quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs, tight ends again. So we got 4 quarterbacks we want to discuss. First one up. Let's just talk Matt Ryan.
Yes. And if we just got done talking about Matt Ryan a little bit, but my opinion hasn't changed. I love Matt Ryan this week. He should have a big game this week. Miami's defense has been bad, like real bad lately. The Falcons offense have been getting it going lately. They started using Kyle Pitts. Calvin Ridley's going to be back. Russell Gage, I think, is going to be back this week. I think it's starting to come alive, and I like Matt Ryan this week. I would definitely play Matt Ryan.
Yeah, Matt Ryan is he's going to be a boss this week. No doubt about it. We don't need to continue on it, but definitely if he's out on a waiver wire and you need a spot play.
Stream, yep. Especially if like Dak's on bye week this week.
Yeah,
who else is on bye?
Pittsburgh's on bye.
Well, yeah,
you don't have Roethlisberger.
If anyone started Ben Roethlisberger this season, what are you doing?
I'm just knowing people on bye.
Josh Allen's on bye. Kirk Cousins is on bye. Justin Herbert's on bye. So there's a handful of quarterbacks that you could have potentially been starting that are on bye week this week. So yeah, Matt Ryan's a good choice.
Yeah. So let's talk Sam Darnold. Yep.
Coming off 2 stinkers after having a great first month of the season, but he's playing the Giants. Yeah. And we brought it up earlier. Giants defense has not been playing well this week. And if anyone watched what the Rams did to him last week, I know Sam Darnold is not Matthew Stafford and the Panthers are not the Rams offense.
Right.
But they have playmakers on this team. And I think you can stream Sam Darnold as well.
Yeah. The one thing DJ Moore, obviously, Robbie Anderson is starting to frustrate the hell out of me.
Robbie Anderson stinks at football. Yeah. He is just not good this season at all.
I don't even know if he's on our wide receiver list.
No, we'll stop bothering to talk about Robbie Anderson.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened with all these drops, but
you can just drop him off your team.
Yeah, just get rid of him.
Don't even have him.
And move on. But DJ Moore, if he just gets his act a little bit better,
big game this week.
A little bit better from last week.
Yeah,
it was a bad
week. And he still had a decent fantasy day.
Would you start? Because Sam Darnold, I would. Well, if Matt Ryan's out there, I'm not starting Sam Darnold.
Matt Ryan. We have 4 quarterbacks on this list. Matt Ryan's clear head and shoulders above everyone else.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk Derek Carr.
Okay. Derek Carr been pretty consistent this entire season. Against Chicago, week 5 was a bad week, but last week against Denver, he scored 2 passing touchdowns in every game except that game against Chicago. He's getting really good passing yardage so far in the season. It's against Philly, and Philly against defense not been very good this season. Tampa Bay just, for most of that game, did a lot through the passing game. And the Raiders used just everyone. They spread the targets out very evenly. I think this is going to be a big Waller week, but I do think you can stream Derek Carr.
Yeah, I'm going back over to my little defense statistics. The Eagles aren't terrible against the pass. They're top 10. I'm not a fan of Derek Carr this week, but I don't know. But I do like how they played this past week though, after everything that happened with, John Gruden and all that BS.
Yeah.
So they come out and then kind of, in my opinion, dominate a little bit in that game. I do like where they're heading, and there might be something to be said about that. But the Eagles, as far as a whole, their whole defense isn't that great, but they're not bad against the pass. But hit and miss.
Last one on this list, Jameis Winston.
Your guy.
Can you stream Jameis Winston this week? It's at Seattle. It's the Monday night game, I believe. Back-to-back primetime games for Seattle without Russell Wilson. Honestly, though, Seattle, there have been talks that they're working out Cam Newton.
Yeah, we have heard this.
Cam Newton, Jameis Winston, Monday night football game on ESPN.
Even if they sign him, I don't think they're not playing this week. It's not going to happen.
That got me real excited.
It did.
That got me real excited.
Let's not say what happened, but yeah. I get it.
Jameis Winston, wildly inconsistent this year. He has a 5 passing touchdown game and a 4 passing touchdown game. Outside of those, hasn't really been good fantasy-wise. He's keeping the turnovers down, though, which is nice.
Yeah. He doesn't have any 5 passing touchdown games and 5 interception games.
No.
Let's just give you a little
I mean, he has 3 games this season without an interception.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
that's awesome.
Jameis Winston.
Yeah, that is true.
But, I mean, it's real desperate. And our Dynasty League, I have Daniel Jones, Derek Carr, and Jameis Winston. Yeah, I know. It's awful. But I'm debating between those 3 still, which one I'm going to play. Jameis Winston, you just have no idea what to expect. Because, like, he hasn't thrown for 300 yards in a game, which is not very Jameis Winston-like.
Yeah, I mean, even his 5-touchdown game, he didn't even have 200 passing yards.
No, he didn't have 150 passing yards.
Yeah, that makes it sound better.
Yeah,
because it's that much worse. But yeah, it's just it's very strange. Usually he is having to throw a ton, but at the same time, I don't know. They don't really have an Alvin Kamara when he was playing in Tampa.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's helping, but honestly, I do like Jameis playing against Seattle this week. Seattle just coming off of this terrible game we saw yesterday. Geno Smith looked awful. That's why they're going out now looking at Cam Newton to be able to bring in, because obviously if he would have played well, you don't need to bring in Cam Newton.
Yeah, that fumble hurt. That fumble hurt.
Yeah, it looked rough, and that defense didn't look that much better. So honestly, man, if I'm ranking these, I'm taking Matt Ryan. I would take a shot with Jameis Winston as second, and then Sam Darnold third, and I'd probably put Derek Carr last if I was looking at streams.
I think I'd go Matt Ryan, Sam Darnold, Jameis, and then Derek.
Okay, that's fine. But honestly, I wouldn't start Derek Carr this week.
Matt Ryan. It feels good to say that I love Matt Ryan this week.
We both do. That's fine. Thank you for watching the Fantasy Monsters on YouTube. If you liked today's episode, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel below. We also have a merch store we want you to check out with all new gear that we've got available. That'll be in the description. Also, if you want to see any past videos, you can check that out as well. Thank you so much for watching the Fantasy Monsters. We'll catch you next time.
Have a good one.